Hey guys, it's Banana here, Da Banana Quinn. So today I found a little thing here, scrolling through the interwebs, called Vroid. Now Vroid is a cool little thing. It gives you a bunch of stuff to work with. It makes it easier to draw for me, especially because I am very bad, as you have seen from my videos. Now I'm going to create an avatar. Now it gives you two models. I am going to start off with the female model because that's what I'm used to. Now as you can see, it gives us a bunch of things to use to edit her and make her our own. So we're going to go through and give her a little eye slant, make it easier on herself, make her a little cute, and we'll make her look like our own. Now I'm not going to make her go too far apart because that makes it weird. I'm going to make her have pretty big eyes. We're not going to go extremely big. We're going to make her eye height. We're going to move her eye height and her eye width to make it bigger. And the iris we're going to make bigger too. And if we keep scrolling, it gives us different things to do. Now we're going to make it so we're going to see how it looks so the iris is bigger, and we're going to keep that there. We can make her look up, look down, look inside, and look out. However you want, really. So we're going to fix her eyebrows a bit, make it match up. We're going to move her position so it's in front of the eyes and on top of the eyes. Make it easier. And now we're going to fix her mouth and her nose. The nose we're going to move up a bit, the mouth up a bit too, just so it works out. And the width we're going to make bigger. And now we're going to fix her face. We're going to make her round her chin out a bit and move her face position, move her face line, and we'll fix her ears, make them pretty small. Let's move it all the way to the top. And the head top we're going to make big enough for the brain. So as you can see, you can edit a bunch of different things. If we go to texture, you can see that you can edit as many things as you want. This is the mouth. So I can go through and color it. We're going to leave that alone for now. I'm going to go through and we're going to start with the irises, which are the eyeballs, in case you didn't know that. So a really cool thing about this is it allows you to draw on the eye and on the character itself, which I find really helpful and really cool because I love to use it. It makes it easier for me, especially. We're gonna make you can change the brush size, if I can speak. I didn't turn my mirroring on and I noticed that a little later on. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna fix that. If I will turn my mirroring on. So this is very easy, especially for someone with a non-steady hand. Well, with a steady hand. Because I, for one, do not have a steady hand at all. And I like using this. So this is her so far. We're going to go through, change the color, and change the size of our brush. Make it a little of our own. Now we're going to go through and we're going to... Why am I still on erase? Why did I do that? Alright. I don't want to go too high up, but what I really don't like, really the only thing I don't like, is it's laggy. And it doesn't really like me, especially me. It's especially laggy. It is so dang laggy. Like, it'll glitch out. That's the only problem with it that I find so far. but I really like it, and I apologize if I sound weird. I have a hurt throat, so that's fun. Probably from talking too much. It's what I do. So the highlight in the eye has its own little layer. We're going to move on to that a bit later on. For now, we're going to work on the pupil. And the pupil I had a hard time with. I have a very non-steady hand, and as you can see, it kind of glitched out on me. You can control Z if you want to. It makes it easier to undo rather than going to the edit button at the top and fixing it by clicking all the time. You can see I was having trouble and struggling. That's because, again, it does not like me. Now I'm gonna go through and erase the little divot at the top because it looks a bit dinky right now. And apparently I can't erase because it erases everything. Yay! It did not like me. Nothing here liked me. Literally nothing liked me at this point. Everything despised me and didn't want to work with me. Nothing wanted to work. So I struggled for a while. So that was great. And apparently I'm still going. And I can't use the right color apparently. Nothing likes me at this point. At this point, everything despises me. I'm still having trouble. I am not good at this. It took me a very long time to learn the strings with this thing, but I just liked playing with it. I may use this in the future if I ever want to do anything in particular. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. It took me a while to figure out that I was on the wrong layer. And I have to go turn on my mirroring again. So that's great. Now the eye highlight has its own little section. So that makes it easier so that I don't have to go through in case I mess up and have to erase everything and struggle. Now what with my signature thing? Big dot, small dot. And that's how she is so far. We are gonna go through and play with the rest of things. I'm gonna go and change her eye color. And what we're gonna do is make her basically our signature avatar. If I can get the right colors. Now this is just the base color. Shade color, we're gonna make a lighter brown. Even though you can't see it. And this is her so far. We have the default hairstyle. We're gonna go through and change her eyelash color to make it look more like ours. So we're gonna make it lighter at the end, bit orangey color. And we're gonna make this one darker than the eyelash color, the basement color, to look better. Now we go on to the eyeline. I didn't really like the eyeline as that kind of red. So I go through and I change the color to a brown, which I find to look better than the red, but that's my opinion. Looking at it now, I don't like it anymore. I tried to get it to match the skin tone. The skin tone's too pale. I tried. It did not work, so I'll go back to brown. And yeah, so I found that that looked better than the red. It worked better with it all. So now we're gonna move on to so we're gonna leave the last two alone. We're gonna move on to, I can change the skin color, but we're gonna move on to the hair editor right now. And now with this, what's really cool is you can change the size of the hair and the length. I can go through, add a freehand group, and draw it by hand, or a procedural group. Now I'm gonna go through and change the colors, so right now, and it shows you everything you'd like to see, so that's really great. I love it. And we're gonna make the side a bit darker, and the highlight a bit lighter, because it's the highlight. And the outline we're gonna leave black. So this is how it is. That's how it's gonna be. That's how the hair's gonna look. And we can go through and change the width of the hair, the highlight position. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna go and change the height. So I thought we were gonna go long so I could do a bit more, but I changed my mind. Because then the procedural group, when I add that later on, will look weird. So we're just gonna go with that. So I'm going to add a procedural group, and we're going to move the position. There is a slider to move the position. This is what a procedural group is. It's a group of hairs you can move around to make it easier for a drawing to be done. I'm just realizing that I could have covered the whole head with these, made it easier on myself, but I didn't think of it. So sad. Now I'm gonna add a couple of these. I don't want them to be intersecting or over each other, on top of each other, so I'm gonna be moving around a bit. I looked at the face, I realized it's not symmetrical. So I go through and I change that once again. I didn't like that at all. So I changed the position. The position slider the position setting has its own slider, so that's fun. But I don't, again, want it to be on top of each other, so I go through and change everything. So we have a bit to do free-handed, and if we go to our freehand group, we can go and draw out the hair pieces. I really like that fact, because we can just do whatever we want. I like drawing out the hair pieces. We're going to start to the side so that it matches up. And now I realize later on that I don't like the hairstyle, so yuck. I didn't like that, to be honest, so I had to redraw that a bit. But I left it for now. I kind of just scribbled it on and left it. I didn't care at that point, because there's this really cool tool I can use. I love it. It's something that nothing I've ever used has. So she looks a bit ragged right now. So this thing right here, whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called, connect point, control points, you can actually change your hair thing however you want. You can move it around, and I'm going to do that a lot here. You're going to see a lot of that, so be prepared. Now I'm going to move this a bit, make them closer together so there's no gaps between the hairs. up top. I especially don't want the scalp to be showing because my character's scalp doesn't show, so we're gonna leave the scalp alone. And if we continue to, we're gonna move this a bit because I don't really like how it rounded. And we can change the size, but I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Go through and change it later. So we're gonna go through and change that up a bit. Make it round around the eye, maybe move it back. We're gonna move this out a bit more, maybe in a little bit. And this we're gonna move to the other side because I realized it looks weird on that end. So we're gonna move it to the other side as soon as we play with this a little bit. I'm just playing with it around with it, seeing how it looks, if I like it, if I don't like it, but I've decided I don't like it, so I'm gonna move it to the other side. I should probably move the other hair before I do that. So I'm gonna do that first. Make it look natural, which isn't gonna happen. So I'm just gonna move it into place for now. There are many points you can change, but I made it a bit lengthier to match the size of the other hairs. And now we can go through and move the other hair to where we want it to be. Now this tool is amazing because then I don't have to go through, erase, redo, over and over again. She looks a bit ratty so far, and I don't want the hair scalp thing to show. I didn't realize until later that I have the ability to remove the hair on the scalp, but I didn't think of that at this point, so I just moved everything around. Now, right here, we're gonna add another piece of hair so that the scalp isn't showing. And we're gonna shorten this because I did not like that. She looks a bit weird. I thought of doing this, but no. I did not like that one bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it and round it around the eye, curl it at the end, and I know she looks a bit weird, but we're gonna leave it for now. Make a few changes first though. We're gonna leave the rest of it for now after I make these couple changes. I decided to shorten it to work so that it would actually work. Alright, so this is it so far. This is what her hair looks like. And we're gonna leave it here for now. And now we move on to the body editor after I show this off a little bit. And then we'll move on to the rest of the editings that I can make. Just make a couple more changes and we'll move on to the body editor. Finally, we're on to the body editor. Now, the body editor allows you to do so much with it. It allows you to make it however you want. Now, what we're going to do is make the hands a bit smaller, She does not need broad shoulders. Make her have a bit of a torso, not too much though, and the arm length will change just a small bit. We won't change too much though, to the point that it looks weird. Legs we're gonna make as much as we can the same length. Make her an airhead. We're gonna leave the head as it is. I don't want to make it look weird. Give her a heck of a neck or no neck. Make her an airhead again. And here we can fix the chest however we want, so we're gonna do that. And make her tall or short. I'm gonna leave her how she is, so it looks normal. And if we want to, we can go through and change the body however we want. Like we can recolor everything, do whatever basically. Now we're gonna go on to the outfits. Now the outfits I like because it has options, but if we want to. So I'm gonna choose the outfit really quickly and I'll show you guys once I'm. Alright, so this is the outfit I have chosen for her. I went with a hoodie because why not? I did try to recolor the shoes a bit, and I thought about recoloring the sweatshirt, but I decided not to. The shoes looked weird if I colored them in that quickly, because I kind of tried to rush it. I didn't really go for that. But so now if we go to the general editor, we can change our lighting, our background, basically do whatever we want. So we're gonna go with the outline and change the width of it. We don't want to have too much, so we're gonna just do a little bit. That's good enough. And we're gonna do the rim lighting. We don't want it to be too strong, but we don't want it to be too weak. So we're gonna put it somewhere close to the middle. The progression we're gonna make a bit weaker so that it can be brighter on, but we're not gonna make it completely weak. The strength we're gonna make it about the same for the body. I go in and I just go ahead and type it in because I want it to be as close as I possibly can. So I just type it in and leave it at that. With the progression on this one, I had to go in and do it by hand. I just made it as close as I possibly can because I can do that. The rotation, we're gonna leave it alone. The shading, we'll leave that alone as well. And now the eye excursion, we can play around with that for a while. Make her look inside, make her look up, down. That is scary. Imagine your pupil continuing going into your head. I tried to get the lower to work, but that did not work. Now if we go to the camera and exporter, however you say that, you can play around with this, make her do whatever you want. This is her angry, super cute. This is her smiling, and sad, and then joyful, surprised. Those are her eyebrows when she smiles, so you can do whatever you want basically. And this is really cool. It makes it easy to do animations. You can use this to make animations and make your own characters like this. This would be for like gym class if you have them do that sort of thing. So I find this to be really cool. Especially this part alone. I really like the animations. I find them to be really cool. And now, please enjoy this. Never mind. I really do love these. And now, please enjoy this run through. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure you like and subscribe to join the Banana Army. Hit the little bell button down below to know when I upload or go live. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!